Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Idea Fix, a liminal existential horror incremental machine management sim. It's weird. It's a really weird game, but I really enjoyed the demo, and now that it is out on Steam, I figured I'd give it a shot. So, I live my life one day at a time, just going through the motions. Once in a while, the machine pops up demanding attention. Ever present, always in the back of my mind. You wish I could skip the tutorial, but whatever. To look. Its interfaces are always red. I've learned to accept that. If you saw me cover the demo, it's gonna be a little different for this one. They changed some things. I tried to escape it again and again. But the machine always found its way into my life. Working with the machine takes undivided attention. You really have to focus on it. Pull it, spin it. So I think the phrase is diegetic, something like that. But yeah, you don't just like press to interact, you actually have to like click and drag to move things around. It's neat. Every time I tried to get into the machine, its once inviting exterior would peel away. There was so much to learn, it felt overwhelming. Next arrow is below things that can be scanned, any mechanism, informational posters, your machine, other things. Remember, you can only scan or interact. Gross. I don't feel ready going in. I'm not even sure if I'm making the right choice. But there's no way I can turn back now. Ugh. It's like they planted a seed more than anything else. And welcome to the machine. Currently a mess. Help for a list of commands. Well, we pretty much don't have much of anything. So we're just gonna look around. Control the machine from here. Machine manual, read me. We also have a floppy ticker, a couple of those, and my first machine that will guide us through how some of these things work. I actually recorded this already, but I had a migraine and I was not processing things, so let's see. Bought the ticker, and there we go. There's the junk. Yeah, I was not processing things well. I was making progress, but it just wasn't worth the effort. Let's see. Okay, so what do we have? So we've got we can buy floppies with that. And here's the ticker. Can't do much with the ticker. We also just have random coins and maybe other things. So this is the game. It's a giant machine with random resources in it currently. Eventually, we're going to actually have to get this thing working with a bunch of different... I guess different sub-machines, parts and whatnot, so the generator and whatnot. Okay, this chair sucks. It's in my way. I don't like it. We're gonna exile it. You know, actually, no, I shouldn't exile it there. In retrospect, God, I'm weak. I can't even drag a chair. Okay, I can kind of drag a chair. Where is it going? I have no idea. Yeah, we want to get this thing out of our way. And currently, most of the machines all seem to be centered around this, like, central ring. So, we're just going to try and squeeze it kind of along this edge. There we go. Alright, so now that that's properly out of my way, I guess let's check this first. Got a random disc. I'm not going to be listening to any of the music for a little while. I've got my own on. Namely because the little tape player here is it's too quiet. You can't hear it in the rest of the machine. I think you get a boombox up. Whoa. Oh. That's interesting. I can walk into it and break it. No idea. Diary. I can hear parts of the machine waking up all around me. Dare I move on? The one I brought with me to the machine has these weird quirks. Bottom drawer, for example, feels surprisingly sluggish. There's nothing in it. I checked. Why does it feel so heavy, I wonder? Yeah, so that's got to be something, but not anytime soon. Okay, so we can't do anything yet. So that means we should go looking for some stuff. Let's see. Okay. So use the buy command to buy. Use this command without arguments to see all the mechanisms available. Upgrade. Command without arguments show what can be upgraded. Ask. Don't be afraid to ask. Reflect on your thoughts with the e-diary. Talk to a friend. Always try the scanner. Is your floppy reader hungry for a floppy? We've got a little guy. Hello, little man. What? Pointing in this direction. And does a backflip and disappears. So, motivation points. Keep the work going. Question mark. Alright. So, mechanism IDs, other commands, even help itself. When in doubt, help it out. Gives, okay, humble printer. So, gives MP tokens, needs to recharge. Upgrade for faster production, better tokens. Ticker, no time to waste, speeds up the production when wound up. Time flies fast when you're having fun. Well, I don't think that's going to be helpful here. So we want to look around for anything that could possibly give me codes. Here's one. So generator is used to produce and store the machine's resources. The amount of stored energy is displayed on the front bar. The amount of pressure can be seen by the gauge on the top. 3. Spinning lever generates electricity. Pushing lever normalizes pressure. Oh. Oh, yeah. Both positive and negative zeros out. Pressure might not be available in the base model machine. Additional resource activation can be achieved via auxiliary generator type mechanisms. Okay. Well, we haven't found anything? No, I don't have anything. Yeah, nothing to buy. So we're supposed to look for scannables that I can work with. Here's one. Want more MP? 1984.51. So if we go to this. Oh. 1984. I hate combo locks like this. 51? 51. As a kid, I always got really stressed out by the combo lock on my locker, because I was always afraid that I was going to forget it. Especially because I had a combo lock for my bike, a combo lock for my locker, and a combo lock for something else. I forget what it was, but it was annoying. Okay, so this is unlocking the toggle, or unpacking the toggle. Well, let's buy the toggle. Oh, shit, that's awesome. I know you can get a button, but the toggle is specifically the really helpful one. This just gives me income automatically. But yeah, there's a button you can press, or there's another machine that is a button that you can press to give you resources, but I don't know where it is. Anyway, so AATMP toggle. Uses 1 energy, gives a motivation point. Oh, I know where the next machine is. It's in here. Okay, so buy ticker. Printer. 123123. Code for a free printer. 123123? 12. Oh. 123123. Duh. Let's see. $31. I'm going the wrong way around, but whatever. Alright, there's a disc. Now, do I sequence break this? I don't know if I should. So, I know a couple other codes from playing the demo. If it's not immediately obvious, I think there are some random number combinations that you can put in that are a little bit more, I want to say obvious. Okay, so we now have the printer. This thing sucks. It's largely worthless. It exists purely to give you like 1 to 10 coins every like 15, 30 seconds, something like that. In comparison to the AATMP or whatever it is, this thing just AATMP. That thing just goes for forever. Unless it shuts off randomly, but it's just giving me random resources constantly. Okay, so we want to upgrade ticker printer. Let's upgrade the ticker. So the upgraded ticker lets me turn this. This changes the speed at which the machine moves. So it's we get 1 motivation point per tick, but now the ticks are coming that much quicker. I have to remember to just come by and wind this. In the meantime, though, let's see what else we got in the area. Did the little man disappear? Nope, he's still there. Oh, here's another one. He's just hanging, I suppose. Okay. You have to do just random checks. Oh, toggle's broken, needs to be turned back on again. Yeah, I just have to flip that periodically. I don't know if it works better with the door closed. It tells me to keep the door closed, but I don't know if there's a downside. Yeah, we have this over here. This lifts. Huh. Can't see it for some reason. But we got emails. Hello, tried to reach you before. Sorry if my knocking spooked you. Congratulations on your machine purchase. I see you're making good progress. I think I understand now. The codes that I find can be turned into floppies, which can be used to unlock new mechanisms. Mechanisms give me MP that I can spend on various improvements to the machine. Also got to remember to charge the generator. Eventually I won't have to put nearly as much effort into this, but at least right now I do. Oh, for a second I thought there was a little man on that one. Okay. Yeah, so that sucks. That's no good. So what else do we have? So next printer upgrade is 2,000. Toggle upgrade is 750. Let's see. We don't have anything new to buy. Can't do ask. So we could do diag, set, upgrade, buy, res, help, nothing. So there's nothing immediately useful here. Oh, right. Did I ever put this code in? So I don't think I did. I pointed this out earlier. Yep, there's another little man. I think these are kind of hints to get you going, but notice how it goes 1, 2, 3 in Roman numerals, 4, then 5. Oh. No. So anyway, we should go put in 1, 2, and 4 into this machine. I'm trying not to sequence break too much, just so it's a more authentic experience, even if I already know what I'm doing. Now, the other thing we could try and do is, like, guess some codes. I'm not super keen on that, but seeing as 123 123 was a code. And I know of at least one more, I think. Okay, spinner unlocked. We can buy spin. I'm missing a little bit of MP. Snag a bit more. Really, let's just speed this back up again. Oh, we're out of juice. There's a lot to manage. Eventually, the machine will run much of itself on its own, but not at the moment. Oh, sick. Oh, and that looks like that disabled the other thing. Right, the upgrade for the printer now gives me a chance at a 5. It's usually still 1s. Okay, we definitely have enough now. So now we can go get the spinner. That means we got a new email. Spinner's this thing over here. Spinner is power generation. So as long as this is running, gives energy, rewards frugal use of energy. So when energy is above 80, give 2 MP, but we can't do that yet. toggle's broken again. But yeah, these two more or less means I don't have to charge the generator as long as they're active. They'll just hang out there. Nope, got a new thing. Every once in a while there's these cubes. 336699. Yeah, that was the code I knew of, and I wanted to know if I could sequence break it. But I shouldn't. It'd be interesting, like if any of you pick this game up and want to try this yourselves and don't mind sequence breaking, I would love to know if a bunch of these codes work. Can you actually skip ahead? Oops, did this completely wrong. Can you skip ahead and put in these codes preemptively, or does the game force you to pick things up normally? Okay, we now have the bin. 0 per tick. But, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I thought I had turned this thing back on. Guess it must have turned off almost immediately. Bin or button? Oh, it's probably the button that we just found. There we go. Oh. I haven't unpacked the button blueprints. Okay, so we now have the fuse juggler. Should check my emails while I'm here. It helps to get out sometime. Clear your head, something that might help. 135436. 135436. 135436. 13. $54. 36. So now we have the code for the door. So like I said, this is a little different from the demo. We weren't getting emails from random strangers from what I remember, and we certainly didn't get access to the door that fast. Okay, well that's... can't do much with that. We should probably interact with the button. Unfortunately, the button is one of my least favorite things in this game. I hate lights out. I'm super terrible at it. I know that one as a solution, but that's it. Oop. This is running out of juice really fast. But hey, in the meantime. So now we're getting 3 energy per tick. Or 3 MP per tick. And I think this is... nope, that's on. Ah, but this is off. Okay, and then I should go manage my power. Because I'm pretty sure this is power hungry. But hey, we've got income now. Because yeah, 3 per tick's pretty good. Because what can we upgrade? Spinner is 40 or 400, which I think is worth it. I think we go for the spinner upgrade, then we go for the toggle upgrade. Maybe the button upgrade. I can see what other upgrades we have. We could also buy the door. Upgrading the door might be a good idea. I could probably wait for a little while though. We've made some progress here. Because how much is the door? Yeah. How much do I have? 269. Now I can just look at that at any time and see. Mostly we just have to keep this topped off. Because I think both the button and the button and the toggle are both using the same resource, or are both using energy, so this is costing me. Because yeah, what is my current drain? 3. Overflow is 20. Something to work on for later. But upgrading the spinner will make it so I earn even more per tick. As long as my power is above 80, which is actually maybe a little annoying because I'd have to constantly manage this. But hey. At least I can sit here just spinning this. Let's see. Alright, spin is now the next level. So supposedly that gets me more resources. Okay. Gives extra MP per tick. When energy is above 80%, gives 2 MP. Yeah, so I think it just ticks down too fast. Maybe. It doesn't matter that much. I mean, it does. I would like more. Well, do we want to buy the door for the time being? I think so. Okay, so now we have the door opener, so we can go outside. Okay, and looks like the whole machine is ground to a halt. So, unless I'm mistaken... Let's get the spinner going first. Unless I'm mistaken, these two should synergize and stay completely functional. And should give me 3 per tick. Okay, so I'm not actually going to turn the button back on, namely because turning it on makes me have to manage this and kind of doesn't work with my current income. Or turning the button on drains power, which means it's hard to stay above 80% power, which means the spinner, you know, extra money from the spinner just doesn't happen. So it just doesn't seem like it's worth it. Once we start messing with pressure, I think the button is a lot better. But not for now. So if I want to upgrade anything, button's 1,000, toggle is 750. I think the toggle upgrade's pretty good. I think it just gives me 2 or more. 2 MP per tick, and then even more MP based on enabled-disabled mechanism ratio. And then when energy is above 80, give 2 MP, and then don't know the other one. And then Fuse Juggler gives MP based on current energy amount. So that could make me more money. But again, would have to manage things where I could just as easily kind of check out, walk off, take a break, go record something else and let things run, except for the fact that the machine breaks frequently. Anyway, for now, we're just going to go outside, which is something that you had to work for. It was something you had to work for in the demo, but now I guess they just give you a button to go outside. And this is what the outside looks like. Eerie. There's just a guy there looking at my machine. Alright. So we got another machine here. Seems to be active currently. There's a boombox over here. Like, the music they have in this is actually quite good. Or boombox. Cassette player? There we go. So what is this? Sustenance Vendor. 1 MP for a surprise treat. It is... I can't tell. Something... multi-nut? Multi-nut. Alright, so we got a door over here. There's probably other things that you can do in this area, but I do not know. Exit door. I am done with the machine. Does not look like we are anywhere close to done. Nor is it open, so I can't go through it. Oh well. I don't think there's anything else to keep an eye on. Some tunes to relax. Yeah, we could just sit outside and look at the sky, but eh. Alright, so we have another machine to go into. And it is... not doing so great. Is this... I'm assuming that's rock or trash? There's their floppy vendor. It looks like it's completely scuffed. Okay, we've got another cassette. Anything else in here? We've got this. There's a note. I am done. This can't go on. We used to have something, but now you just talk about the machine for hours on end. Can't even talk without that stupid scanner. Good luck. I'm out. Holy shit, I'm weak. Okay, but we can get through. Got a computer here. Ah. Question mark, question mark, question mark is listening. So he's got a computer. Is he, like, attached to it? Yeah. Ugh. So it looks like it's got a... No, it's a tube. I thought it was a bucket, but no, it's just got MP chips flowing out of one tube into another tube. And it's spinning a wheel, pulling a lever, doing something there, and typing on the computer. Alright. Hello? Hi, nice to see you. Glad you could come over. I think I saw a tiny man in my machine. Was the man helpful? Good for you then. I guess. Who are you? Think of me as a friend. I'm a fellow machine enthusiast. Okay. What are you doing here? I'm tending to my machine. Making MP. Generating energy. You know how it is. I think I hit a dead end with my machine. What should I do next? Setting a clear goal for yourself helps. Here, plug this into your machine. It's gonna guide you through your journey. Your friend has a gift for you. Where did it pull that floppy out of? I have no idea. Okay, we have nothing else to say to them. Bye. This is... Okay, I see this, like, rope thing hanging, and I keep expecting it's going to be a barnacle from Half-Life. Look, Gordon, a rope! I love the weird liminal void loading screens. I don't know if that's intentional or not, if it was just, like, a blip in the programming, but, sure, why not? It just gives the game... enhances the game's overall, like, unsettling feel. Which I find, I don't know, charming. Okay, so power's completely off, so I think I'm gonna have to reactivate everything. I'll have to see what I can do before we can do more. Okay, turn that on, give us a little bit of income. Turn this on so we stop bleeding power. Interesting. Yeah, I can't even scan that anymore. In a previous iteration, I could. Oh, my chair is back. Oh, well. Turns out I'm not the only one with a machine. There's so many things I want to discuss with them, but it feels like they're speaking a different language. I'm ashamed to admit. But even for the simplest of topics, I need to use the scanner. Going outside shuts everything down? Who designed this? Need to find a way around this limitation. Well, I guess we're just stuck with this stupid chair being in the way. I guess I can scoot it in. It probably resets every time I leave. Okay, well, we've got a floppy to put in. Okay, so we now have a challenge tracker over here. Oh, it clears up all the random guff. Alright, so energy production, 1 per tick. Positive energy flow gets me 10 MP. And then upgraded mechanism also 10 MP. We have an email. If I'm being honest, I still have no clue what I'm doing, where I'm going with this challenge tracker device. At least it feels like progress. I'm gonna trust my new friend for now and check this thing out. Okay, do we have anything else? No. So, upgraded mechanism 5 times, mechanisms 5 times, MP production 5 per tick. Energy overflow, overproduce energy. Complete 5 challenges, and buy 10 mechanisms. Righto. Well, it seems like my biggest progression is going to be to get that extra MP somehow. Oh, the little man is gone. At least the one that was there. Let's see. Do we have anything else that I can do at the moment? Hard to say, actually. I think we're kind of locked. We just need to get a bunch of upgrades before I can do anything. Well, I guess in that case, if we're just waiting for income and resources to flow in. We should probably do the overflow when we get the chance, because that'll be kind of easy. But I think more than anything else, I should just wind this clock and get up to the 750. I wonder if this is supposed to be a heavily allegorical, focused on, you know, the daily grind of like a regular day job, or if I'm just reading into that too much. It definitely kind of feels like it fits in that space. I've seen a lot more games nowadays that are kind of like, hey, here is a unapologetically brutal depiction of day-to-day life in video game form. And somehow it's more compelling. I think it's because you know that there's an end, whereas like, you know, just a regular desk job or any other, you know, grind, well, not grind career, 9-to-5 career that doesn't really go anywhere. You know, there's no real feeling of progression on that, so you can't feel like there's an escape. Here, obviously, we're just waiting for a number to go up. But I know at the end of this, I get an upgrade that increases my income. Dramatically, in fact. Hopefully at some point we can get this thing to self-wind. But I kind of doubt it. Okay. Okay, so the toggle has been upgraded, so... It's been upgraded, but it also turned off. So we should go turn it back on again. There we go. So now we're getting 5 per tick, which is good. Grab that, let that go. That should unlock at least one of these. Sadly, it's only like a 10 MP token, which is just not that helpful. Yeah, so some of these we're going to have to wait on. Unfortunately, the next 2 upgrades that I know of are somewhat reliant on me just having enough resources. So it gives more MP based on enabled disabled mechanism ratio. That's going to be good. And we can't get that one. So I guess, unless I have something else to invest in, I think we just saved that 2,000, which isn't going to take too long. Because the printer one is not good. I hate the printer. The button one I'm just not going to use. Turn back off again. Didn't I just turn you back on? Rude. Okay, there we go. And yeah, that goes quick. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to wait to go for that 2,000 or so, and then work our way up more. Okay, so now that I've upgraded the toggle, we are now getting 12 per tick, which means, oh boy, we are actually going to make a lot more money here. Let's see, which means a lot of these problems aren't going to be... Well, a lot of these things that I want to pay for aren't going to be problematic at all fairly soon. So upgrade mechanisms 5 times. 100 MP token is kind of nothing. And, I mean, I guess I'll take another cassette. Hopefully we can get that boombox. Let's see, complete 5 challenges. Also makes you stronger somehow. Yeah, boombox unlocked floppy. That might mean I can listen to music from the whole facility. Hard to say. Okay. So, complete 10 challenges. We're at 5 out of 10. Energy overflow. We're kind of getting there. Upgrade mechanisms and MP production up to 15. What does this say? Was never into sports, but after all this running around, button pressing and lever pulling, I think I'm getting some muscle. My friend should see me now. Is your machine using pressure? Come talk to me and I'll show you something neat. Okay. Well, doesn't look like there's much else for me to do. So yeah, we might as well go snag that real quick. Boy. I sat there for, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes waiting for the... 5-10 minutes waiting for the ticker to get me up to get me up to 2,500. There's another one of those dudes. Oh, my machine energy rate, MP rate overflow. Interesting. Didn't realize I could scan it. But still. But yeah, waiting for that 5 to tick up to the 2,500. And now that I have that singular upgrade, getting up to 2,500 takes so much less time. Alright. Anything here? Drag this up if I can get it. There we go. I was assuming the extra strength would help me, but alas. What happens when the energy overflows? Hard to say, actually. I think it varies. Sometimes the energy goes to nearby machines, and sometimes it just disappears. The challenges get done, and it's good enough for me. Wait. But I have other questions. Uh-oh? Let's leave and come back. I should have asked him about the pressure first. Back in. Into the loading void. Sadly, this resets every time I come and go. Wonder if it's one of those where we ever get access to other machines out in the world. Maybe. Okay, here we go. Hi, you mentioned something about pressure? Yes, most modern mechanisms use energy, but it was different when I was starting out. I've unlocked a pressure upgrade for you, for your generator. Find that should also enable some legacy options for other mechanisms. I've seen someone out there in the field. Oh yes, probably a doubter, or a fan, if you're lucky. They're all the same to me, just messing with my flow. If you plan to grow your machine, expect more of them to show up. Okay, now we have nothing else to say to them. Let me out here. Alright, we're good. Yeah, I wonder what the difference is between a fan or a doubter in this situation. Maybe there is none. They're like kind of transparent people with masks on. Oh, they absolutely do look at me. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That was me. Sorry, that was me shivering. Back into the loading void. Alright, let's start this back up again. So now we have access to pressure, which is going to do something. Let's start with this one. Missing on the wheels. There we go. Yeah, missing on the wheels resets all of them, but it's not really a big deal. Okay, so what else do we have? 12 per tick, we've got plenty of money. Is there anything that's shown up yet? Usually there's a random new hint for an upgrade. But we might need to go just a little bit further before I can do that. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to need to go further. Okay. So, first and foremost, overflow 77, generator. Oh, we don't have the pressure upgrade for it. Not quite enough. Okay, so now we have pressure, but not much. We've upgraded this, gives MP based on current energy amount. I still don't think it's worth it. Because the toggle gives extra resources based on how many of my machines are enabled versus disabled. So we want to have at least a couple of them, or we want to have at least one that is disabled. Okay, I might as well tick this up while we're here. Yeah, we can cruise some progress kind of quickly. Alright, there we go. Printer's now up. So what do we have? So button upgrade, 1,800. Ticker upgrade is 1,000. Printer, 3,500. Door is 2,800 and spinner is 2,000. So what's the next one? Gold MP tokens now have a chance of showing up. No idea how much they're worth. Not really worth my effort, frankly. Faster talks. That's probably worth it. That speeds things up even further. Let's see, we don't know what the next one of that is. Gives pressure for every 2 disabled mechanisms. So that's going to be helpful. I don't think we have enough disabled mechanisms for it, though, is the unfortunate part. Okay, let's upgrade the ticker. Faster talks hopefully means that we just get even more money faster. Seems like it. Yeah, that's going pretty quick. Okay, new email? One new email. Got a new old upgrade for the generator. I think it's supposed to unlock some cool upgrades from my old mechanisms. I'm gonna check them out and maybe scan around for new codes. So that hopefully gives us access to... There it is. So 56... 5629. $56.29.11. 562911. 562911. 562911. Okay. 5629. There we go. We now have the EQ, probably equalizer. Is this going reasonably well? Should probably boost this back up again. Hopefully there's an upgrade for it at some point that makes it just last longer. But eh. Okay, so we now have the equalizer. Oh, that hurt my income though, which is a little stinky. Okay. 6962. So, attenuates machine to correct frequencies. Gives 1 pressure. Mainframe command signature set EQ number. If the numbers are incomprehensible, give the screen a tap. Upgrades. Give pressure for every 2 current active mechanisms. 5 energy when pressure is almost full. 20 MP when pressure is in the negative. 6962. Equalizer is now online. Oh, and that boosted my income a little bit. Does mean that we are gaining pressure, which could be a doozy. Also, it is burning power. Damn. I'm actually gonna have to do things with this, aren't I? I hate having to actively manage my machine. Okay. Did the equalizer already turn off? What? I think the more upgrades you have on a thing, the more, or the less likely it is to break. 5927. The problem is I'm not sure if it's worth it. Like, obviously tanked my income a smidge. But the power drain is not great. And that might have broken something. Okay, so we could upgrade the button. Upgrade the equalizer. Upgrade printer, door, spin. Assuming, yeah, we can't upgrade the door yet. Oh, did we run out of juice? Wait, is it still costing me power? Oh, no, you know what? No, it's still on. Is the spinner off? Nope. It's going. Yeah, I guess it's just one of those where... I think I'm just going to leave that thing off even if it hurts my income. Oh. You know what we could also do? That might be just as manageable. Let's get that going. Let's see what my income looks like now. 18 per tech. Okay, so we leave the equalizer off to get the bonus. We'll leave that on because it's also less power hungry. Okay, 15 MP per tick. And then valve unlock floppy. Yeah, this is much better than having to run the equalizer. Eventually we'll have enough upgrades that we can kind of... We won't have to manage as much, probably. Okay, so we now have the pressure valve, which I think gives bonuses based on my current pressure. So needs pressure gives MP. Looks like we have negative pressure now, but hey, we are looking at a decent amount of money. So the equalizer is off. The toggle is on. Let's see. It gives pressure for every 2 disabled mechanisms. I actually don't know if we want that. Wasn't there one that gave me a ton? This one, 20 MP when pressure's in the negative. 5 energy when pressure's almost full. So we might want to save up for... Oh, no. Gives pressure for every 2 active mechanisms. Damn. I might want to upgrade other things. Did this one off. There we go. Okay. Get MP based on total amount of pressure. Decrease the break chance. Did we run out of juice? We did. I stepped away from it too long. It usually flips the toggle off. It didn't. Alright. I don't know what that noise is. That for almost nothing. This is going. MP based on current pressure amount. Okay, so that might be worth upgrading. I just powered you. There we go. 17 per tick. So what can we upgrade? Okay, so that grabs both of those. So now this is a safety lever that prevents that from getting disabled. This seems to have turned off on me. Oh boy. Oh, got it. Unfortunately, some of it is just like a basic logic puzzle. Some amount of it is pattern recognition, creation, whatever you want to call it. And no matter what, it just frustrates me. I don't know why. Okay. So if we do diag, button and equalizer are off. I just turned the button on. So rude. Yeah, I think the problem is if I don't know the correct combo, I just end up flailing and feeling frustrated. Well, you know what? Let's see. I'm not against haxing these. Okay, it's a 3x3 edit puzzle. Is a... One, two, three, four. Yeah, see, like, I'm always a couple moves off, but it's just the... I don't know. I don't know if I get distracted. I definitely do get distracted. I think I just get, like, slightly distracted, a little frustrated. Messing with it. Alright, so what are we at? So equalizer's still off. We're currently at 20 MP per tick, so that's good. Something just went off. Oh, it was this, actually. This just went off. Okay, what else can we get? Upgrade the valve, equalizer, printer, spinner. I guess I don't want anything that gives me pressure automatically. I think right now we are, I think, at negative pressure, which is kind of good. It means we don't have to worry about anything. If I can max out the equalizer for the pressure being negative, that could be good. But I don't know how I'm going to manage that. Let's see, can't do anything with that one. None of the spinner upgrades are particularly amazing. MP based on the difference between current pressure and energy amounts. Now that could be extremely good. Okay, something's off. Button, button. Oh, I know this solution. Okay. Power-based? Something else might be off. Oh, this is. Actually, the upgrade on this one, decreased break chance. The final one is safety lever now works on every mechanism. Instead of resetting, it takes 10 pressure when possible. So that could keep anything and everything from breaking down, assuming we have the pressure to feed it. I think the toggle's off. Yeah, I was really hoping we'd find the programming feature in this, but we might actually have to wait for a subsequent video. There's one where you can eventually start using chips to change how each of these machines works, and some of them can get pretty nutty in a very good way. How much do we have? So let's get the valve up to maximum, I think. Okay. What about this? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. It is kind of insulting to realize how close I've been every single time I try and solve this. Only a little. Okay, we've got a couple of these. Oh, the button again. Okay. equal BPM override chip. But we can't do anything with any of those for at least a little while. So upgrade 15 mechanisms, energy overflow, I still need to work on, complete challenges, buy mechanisms, still haven't gotten the black box. Oh. B box is black box, not boom box. So we need to be able to buy another thing. Okay. Wow, that was easy. Let's see. That's in a good spot. Power's doing fine. Pressure's still at a negative, and we've got to go hit the toggle. Yeah, the black box is the thing that gets me the progress I'm looking for. The problem is I need another code. Any kind of unlock. And without that, we are going to be in an odd spot. Let's go for the 6,000. Gives MP based on the difference between current pressure and energy amounts. Unless that's one of those that works on the negatives, at which point, oh gosh. Oh, I guess our current energy amounts... Is it like the current quantity? Because that could either give me a stupid amount. Or... nothing at all. Because my... pressure is in the negatives, so if it's just whatever the difference is, the hatter is going to take away all of my money. Which would be very funny. Get that boosted. Oh, that was this. And yeah, I do want the last upgrade on this one, just because if the safety lever is the thing that kind of precipitates a breakdown, then I just have to come by and flip it every once in a while. We do want to get that. That has an achievement with it. I was hoping to find another set of green boxes somewhere. Damn. Anything else? Nope, that's not anything. I'm just gonna run around with a scanner just to see if there's anything I'm missing. The answer seems to be a solid no. Dang. Okay, only a little bit more to get what I'm looking for. Oh, I think that was the button off again. Yeah, if that ain't dropping, the button is the one that needs the management. Oh boy. Yeah. I always feel bad. Okay, that was this. Going off. Just needs to be in the green. Don't need to do much else beyond that. Okay, we're at... Okay, we've upgraded the button. So I think we need positive pressure for this thing to work. Dang. Well, okay. I mean, luckily getting positive pressure at this point should be really easy. It's just a matter of a handful of very specific upgrades. I have this, but this tends to break kind of fast. Okay, pressure for every... Oh, for every 2 disabled mechanisms. But getting the last one. 12,000 admittedly. I think in that case, let's save up for the safety thing. I think I'm going to be lazy just because I'm tired of turning this on and off again. Okay, that was this. Right before we run out of power, that would have been bad. So, yeah, I think we save up for the 9,999 to upgrade the valve further. Because if that can prevent anything and everything except for the power from going off, then all I have to do is just hang out in this area to keep ticking it back on again. It's just a little slow. Probably other things I can do. It feels like I went for a completely different build the last time. My like test run of this that I was too headachy for. I think I was actually doing better. I had it that the toggle was just giving me like 25 a tick just for existing because a lot of my things were off, I think. And it's still 20 a tick. That's still pretty good. Let's see. But yeah, we're going to need positive pressure to get most of what I'm looking for. It needs pressure. Extra pressure generation. Yeah, not sure. Alright, well, do we want to call it here? Yeah, this has been about an hour. Obviously, I'm not quite as far as I was the last time, but I feel like I have better mastery. Let's see, these are on and going fine. And more to mess with, but more that I can leave alone and work on at a later date. Mostly just gotta get all of that money. Once we have that, I mean, once we've upgraded all of these, hopefully they're gonna play nice together. And we can unlock the black box. And boy, once we have the black box, things are going to work out in my favor. Ooh, buttons off? No, toggles off. Because then I'll actually finally be able to start messing with some settings. And make some of these give me what I'm looking for. Resource-wise and otherwise. Oh, this is new. Under pressure. Yeah, we want the black box. But we don't have it. I was looking for a hint to a number. But I don't think we have any. So I don't know what our 10th mechanism is going to be. Because 10 mechanisms gives us access to the black box. Yeah, buy 10 mechanisms. I mean, maybe it's one of those where I just need to create a couple more. Or get a couple more of these. Because yeah, I have a lot of achievements centered around pressure that I haven't been investing in. Okay, well, one way or another, I think this is a good stopping point, at least for now. This is going to be another micro-series. Micro-series, I don't know how long this game is going to take, but I'm fully committed to playing more of it. I think it's such an interesting idea. that I want to see where it goes. So for now at least, oh, everything went off. Oh boy. Looks like it was just the toggle again. Nothing more. Okay, but yeah, for now, I might as well mention that IdeaFix is on Steam or will be on Steam very shortly. So if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. I think it's one of the more interesting incremental games. It really drip feeds you progress, but in turn makes it feel that much more satisfying, at least for me. Do we actually... You know what? Let's go for the breakdowns. Let's upgrade the spinner. Because I want to get that lever going. Spinner's 10,000, printer, equalizer. What's the next equalizer upgrade? Is it 2 currently active mechanisms? We can try and get everything active just real quick. I think there's only one thing off, and who knows what that's going to turn into. Okay. But yeah, I think this is a really neat game. 8446. Equalizers online. This one off. There we go. Okay, so everything is currently on. Except for the toggle. Oh, man. No. Everything is just currently online, I think. And we're actually making less money as a result of it. Which is very silly. Okay, nope, 28 per tick. I'm gonna turn this on. Because this will take pressure and open up. I wonder if it goes in the red. If something breaks. I have no idea. This is about to run out, though. Hopefully that doesn't undo itself. 48 MP, damn. Okay, so this just keeps going. Yeah, so I'm just gonna have to power this up. And then check the power. I think if it hits the red, bad things happen. So let's not do that. Well, we've got power for days. What's off? Everything is fine. Okay. So I think just the more pressure we have... the more pressure we have, the more money we make. But then it explodes. I'll have to figure out if there's a better safety mechanism or offload. That I can work with. And boy, I need some energy generation. But we do actually have one. The spinner, if everything is on, the spinner gives me like 10 power. Which means I hopefully won't ever run out of power. Maybe. Okay, something's off. Equalizer. Damn it. Equalizer is probably one of the more annoying ones. 7068. Equalizer's online. Power is good. Something else shut off, didn't it? No? Yeah. Okay, let's get this open. While we are here. Because there should be a Chivo. Or there's definitely a challenge for it. Okay. And we only need to do this once. Luckily, the pressure exploding doesn't seem to cause me too much problem. Obviously, if I was really trying to go for money, I'd try and keep us right at the red line, but I'd have to sit there flipping that lever for forever. And, oh god, I have so many other things I need to be flipping here. Including just manually generating power, which, boy, it'll be nice not having to worry about that. I was gonna get this, oh, door open, and the video, I don't know, anyway. Yeah, Idea Fixes is on YouTube, or on Steam, so if you do want to pick it up and play yourselves, follow the link in the description below. It's a genuinely good time. It takes some work to get going, but it's nice to have an incremental game that actually forces you to work for something for once. Most of these games are just kind of like, just let it go. And that's why I'm hooked and want to play more of it. For now, I guess I might as well say that if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off, including more Idea Fix. But for now, or yeah, and then also if you want to see more, hit subscribe. I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill. Let's go see friend and then go back to managing our factory machine thing. Well, for now, thanks for watching. See you next time.